Hey everyone, welcome to week 3. I can't believe it's already week 3. Where has the time gone? Change is occurring, taking place. I can tell by your videos. I'm super excited about what is happening within this group. And every week I look forward to the next week and the next week's topic. Which brings me to this week's topic. Week 3 topic is mindset and movement. This week we're gonna start moving and grooving on the pole, which means I'm going to ask you to be on the pole at least 3 times this week, 30, at least, at the minimum, 30 minutes per session. I'm going to highlight, outline what the homework is for the week. So I'm here in my studio because if you don't have a pole at home and you live locally, you can come into the studio or you can do this work at home on your pole. But either way, 3 times this week, at least 30 minutes per session. I'm going to also email you these instructions, but I'm gonna read over what the instructions are for the week and give you some tips and tricks and strategies for each, for this homework. So, these sessions are going to be your time to reflect, dance, renew, and recharge, which means they need to be uninterrupted, which means put your phone on airplane mode, do not disturb, tell your family, tell your friends that you need at least 30 minutes of you time to complete your homework because this is gonna be life-changing for you. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna have 3 sessions, and each session you're going to decide on your intention for your practice. Now we've talked about intention weeks prior to this. I think it was week 1. We talked about intention and like daily intentions. Now we're gonna have an intentional practice on the pole. So we're gonna work through our mind and body, becoming mindful, in our mind and body with a clear intention. So decide on the intention for your practice. For example, this session, I intend to tap into my feminine side and feel sexy and free. This is just an example, okay? So that would be my intention. So for the first 5 to 10 minutes of my 30-minute block, for the first 5 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna meditate on my intention or your intention to get into the mindset and into that space. So kind of meditate, think about that intention. You want to empty out your mind of all other distractions and focus on what that intention is. Try not to think about anything but the purpose of your session, which means that 30 minutes. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb and allow yourself just to connect to yourself and be centered. So my intention is I'm going to tap into my feminine side and feel sexy and free. So that's all I'm thinking about the first 5 to 10 minutes, okay? 5 minutes at the least. The next 10 to 20 minutes, 10 being the least, you're going to practice a series of poga moves you can use to flow into a routine. So if you have the poga cards at home, grab some out, put them on the floor so your ability to flow is natural. If you've come to classes and you know your favorite moves, write them out so you can flow through it. The goal is to become fluid with the movement. So poga cards, anything you've seen in class, take moves off the videos if you have some of our instructional videos. Whatever it is, I would say to have at least 5 to 8 poses that you can just flow through for 10 to 20 minutes. So you're gonna decide on the flow, the series of moves. You're gonna decide on that. And then you're going to put on some music that makes, like if my intention is to feel sexy, I'm gonna put on some music that makes me move sexy, that makes me feel sexy. And I'm going to flow through those poses for 10 to 20 minutes, only those poses, okay? Now, if you're doing a 20-minute session, you can have anywhere, I would say 8 to 12 moves. A 10-minute session, probably 5 to 8 moves, and anything in between. So have that sexy move, and then just move through the moves, flow through them, but with that intention in the front of your mind. So think nothing else. Not what you gotta get at the grocery store, not what you gotta do later, not what your boss said before, the meeting. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that intention and that feeling. So what's gonna happen is I want you to think about feeling sexy. Getting that feeling, that good feeling, that joy, that feeling of feeling confident and sexy as you're flowing through. That is the goal of this session, to feel sexy or to feel whatever your intention is. Hopefully that makes sense, okay? So now you've clearly defined your intention. You've decided what polka moves you're going to use, and you've set the tone with your atmosphere, lighting maybe, with your music to go along with that intention. And then you begin to practice movement in a pole yoga style, and you want to feel. That's the whole goal, is to feel that, feel sexy, feel confident, feel fit, feel energetic, whatever that intention is. You want to conjure up those feelings and stay within those feelings. Feeling it is the most important. You have to feel it. So whatever it takes during that practice to feel that intention. Then the next 10 to 20 minutes, you're going to dance, okay? You're going to move. You're going to allow your body to move freely. And again, if you don't know what this looks like as far as movement on the pole, take some of our polka moves. You can use those. You can look at some YouTube videos of girls dancing on poles. So like if your intention is to feel strong and confident, okay, maybe you look for moves that makes you feel strong and confident, okay? And what you want to do now is more of a dance movement, like feel free dance. So if my intention is to feel sexy and confident, then maybe I do a lot of body rolls, I do movement, I put on some heels, whatever that looks like for you, for your intention for that day. So the next 10 to 20 minutes you're dancing. And then for the last 5 to 10 minutes, I would try to do it at least 10 minutes. Minimum of 5, but 5 to 10 minutes. I want you to meditate and visualize. Again, we talked about this in week 1. So very important. Meditate and visualize. So I want you to meditate and visualize your future self as whatever that intention is. So going back to my sexy intention example, if my intention was to feel sexy, then my visualization will reflect that. Maybe I visualize myself, walking down the street confident, looking my best, or on the beach, or wherever it is. So whatever that visualization would look like for you, for that intention, that daily, or that intention that you just chose for your practice. So you're gonna do the same method, the same sequence 3 times this week, 3 times. So which means your intention can be the same all 3 times. It could be different all 3 times. You can have 3 different intentions on 3 different days. You can have 2. You can do 1 intention on 2 days and 1 intention on 1. It doesn't matter how you do it. Just make sure that you practice in this sequence for at least 30 minutes, 3 times this week. So let me give you some examples of other intentions. I use the sexy one. So today I intend to allow myself to feel confident and strong, okay? Today I intend to become clear in my mind and reflect upon my amazing future, okay? Today I intend to to let go of negative thoughts and have only positive thoughts towards self and others, okay? Today I intend to let go of judgments of myself and others. So we're gonna take another one of these as an example. So say, for example, my intention is to let go of judgments of self and others, okay? So today, that's what I'm gonna do. That's my intention for this practice, and then I'm gonna carry it into my day. So maybe, the first 5 to 10 minutes, I meditate on just that, letting go of judgment of self and others. So maybe letting my thoughts flow if they go to judging thoughts of myself and others. I replace them, so I just take that moment to center myself. When I'm doing my Polga practice, I'm thinking about, I'm not judging myself. If I catch myself judging myself in the pose, like if I'm doing this right, I don't think my foot is here. Ooh, you know, I catch myself during that and I stop it and I replace it. Same thing with as I'm dancing. If I find myself, you know, comparing myself to other people or judging myself, I stop it and I replace it with something, okay? So hopefully this makes sense to you. I couldn't wait for week 3 to give you all this assignment because I think it's very powerful. It's very enlightening, and I think you will enjoy it and gain a lot from it. So again, 3 times this week, at least 30 minutes on the pole, and I will send you this outline as well. So good luck. I can't wait to see your videos. See you next week. All right, so as far as your videos go, what I would suggest doing is kind of explaining in your videos what your intentions are, whether it be one intention for a week or 3 separate intentions, and then kind of your struggles when trying to do this activity. Could you not get out of your head? Was it difficult to do? Was it difficult to come up with your flow as far as your movement and your polka went, or was that easy for you? And then video of you actually performing and maybe what it felt like for you as you were meditating or as you were visualizing or as you were moving or stretching, what that felt like. Were you able to get into the flow? Were you able to feel the feelings, which is the most important? Did that actually happen for you? How did it change you? Did it change you? So those are just suggestions for your videos, but really say whatever is on your heart, whatever it felt like, your experience with this week's assignment. And remember, do it horizontal and not vertical on your phone. So turn that phone to landscape. See you next week.